Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Dita. I've been a cosmetologist for over 35 years. I have specialized in damaged hair just as long. I've seen a lot and I've learned a lot. I hope to share my experience with you because you need someone to talk with you that's not trying to sell you a product. What happens is that we get so busy selling product that we think a product is going to give us our wellness or our hair wellness, or we think that a product is going to save our damage. We just have to find the right product. Well, maybe that's the type of acknowledge or type of conditioning that the companies do, hair companies. We're so used to being in a repetitious cycle of conditioning that all we know is to buy another product. But we should start learning a little bit more about how our hair lives. That way you'll know how to protect it. You'll know if a product is bad or not doing what it's supposed to. Or maybe you'll know that you just didn't pick the right product because you didn't have proper knowledge to be accurate enough. So with product running rampant out there, I thought that I would volunteer some time each week to help and to stop the chronic damaged hair. It's terrible. And we need to be able to have a choice. If you want to go bald, that's fine. Many women are doing it and they're pretty and they're expressing themselves and they have to do it. They no longer want to deal with fake hair. So when we have that type of situation where we are not forced into fake hair, but go in it because we want to. We also want to be able to leave the fake hair and still find hair wellness. The scalp can be healed and it can, I think what happens is that we do 80% of our damage at home. So if we could learn to stop that repetitious cycle, buying product from product, just I'm going to try a new product, and then you're stabbing in the dark, choosing it. So as long as we're going in that type of repetitious cycle, we're not going to find hair wellness. So I'm hoping that my channel will relieve some of this damage and maybe start people to saying, you know what, I make a good choice. I have products that are working for me. I'm no longer wasting my money nor the health of my hair. You know, you spend a lot of money for your product. Why aren't you getting the wellness out of it? It's good enough to say, okay, I'm fine with my hairstyle. It's gorgeous. But what about when it's not? Then you want help. Then you need help to get you back to hair wellness. I hope my channel will be that avenue for you. It's time to stop taking out of our hair and putting back what we take out. It's time we just stop the chronic damage. So hopefully with my knowledge and understanding of my experience, it can help you have a better hair wellness and be more happy with your hair, as well as getting the best out of your product so you're not wasting your money. I think that's important as well. Spending billions of dollars, and we have women that are very upset about their hair. So we want to give hair wellness a name. We would like to label it. We would like to say chronic damage needs to die, needs to go away. And the longer we expose ourselves to good education, the better we will be at helping our hair survive. So, you know, there are a lot of treatments out there. There are treatments that are for, nourish the scalp. And I'm not saying those treatments are bad. I'm saying that you can do so much more before trying those out to see where your hair wellness is. If you've damaged it so much where you need the replacement, the conditioning replacements, then we'll look into that. But for right now, I find in my experience that 90% of damage is done at home. And then we can't get out of the layers of damage. So if we're not respecting the layers of damage, then we're not solving the layers of damage. So we're getting deeper and deeper in the wrong direction. We want to come back to where we have hair wellness, and then we can make better choices. I think that volunteering might help this. We'll see. Like I said, please give a like and push the notification button, and then of course leave a comment. And that gives YouTube the understanding that we want more knowledge about our hair. We want to be hair smart. We no longer are spending our money in vain on products that do nothing but keep us, I should say, tricked or cover up our damage. And then we find in 2 years we're still damaged because what we're looking at is the feel of the hair, maybe the cooperation of the hair. But then when the hair starts breaking and starts shedding, what do? You kind of panic. And then you buy more and more product. So let's stop that repetitious cycle with this channel and hopefully give damaged hair a name where we can say, respect this idea. This is something that is going on and happening right now. It's not later. It's not tomorrow. We're losing our hair now vastly, or rapidly. Okay, I like either one of those. All right, either one of those words. So let's go on. Let's start and let's talk about what I think that you need information on. I look at my emails and I try to answer your questions. And right now I'm also trying to give you information. If you learn about the scalp and what it does and how it responds and how to condition it, then of course you can have better hair. And so that's what I'm trying to get through now. However, I do feel that it's a great need to answer your email questions. And so we're still having sort of the big question of the day where one or more questions come in asking the same question. So I'm going to take out time today because I only spend about 20 minutes talking with you. And so I can't go through both right now. So the next video or the next post, I'll pick up on scalp wellness. I think right now, though, what the emails is expressing. Hi, this is, I think this is Daisy. I kind of forget their names. Okay, and the kids have named them, not me. Okay, so one of the things that we're talking about today on emails is hairline. I know you guys are upset about losing your hairline. I hear the emails, and I understand the tears. I'm so sorry for you. And I realize that it's hard to hold on to your conditioning when you figure it's not working. You've got a broken hairline, and it's probably reached further back into, past the ears. So that's even more than the hairline. And I understand that there's a lot of confusion about how to bring that back. Sometimes we just resort to cutting and choosing a close cut style to get these, to get the hairline to come back, or to have a style while you don't have a hairline. And then you might still have a hairline, but maybe not treating it so nicely or healthy. So, and I don't like using the word healthy because I think we have just misunderstood or misled people about healthy. So people are confused about what healthy hair is and what balanced hair is and what moisture is. So I don't want to confuse you by saying healthy. I guess I would say stable. Okay, let's say stable. So with this, I have her all sectioned off. And basically what I have is a hairline pulled out. And the hairline, as you can see, you say, hey, she's got a bald problem, right? But the hairline, the scalp does have rolls of hairline. In other words, the hair follicles are a lot of them, but they're not just put on the scalp at random. They do go into a unisys or a unity where they have layers. And so when you start missing a layer, and as you can see, the hairline doesn't have a layer because it's the first, I call it first line front. It's first in line. And so it doesn't have much protection. So you have to add extra product here. You have to brush your hairline separately. So I want to see you, if you're having breakage in your hairline, I want to see you using a moisturizer and a rebuilder, mix it. And then you're going to rub it into the hairline and then just give it that extra conditioning because it loses, because of its thinness, it will lose conditioners a lot faster. So it's the same thing if you wash the hairline. A lot of times people will scrub their hairline to get the gels out and so forth. Rub it gently and definitely rinse until that, don't go to sleep with styling product in your hairline. You shouldn't do it in your hair, but the hairline is a lot more gentle, a lot more thinner, so we really don't need harsh products that are drying it out. It already has a problem of holding moisture. So that's why you have to add extra moisture. And when you start to brush, you brush just the hairline. Now, we've talked about brushing your hair. Part of that is brushing your hairline with separate from your hair. So you're going to brush it with the brushing of your hair, but you're going to start out by just brushing this hairline. You brush it back, you brush it all the way around, and then of course you brush it forward. Okay, you brush it back, and you do this and stimulate the hairline. You also massage it. When you massage your temples, this is so good for your hairline. So keep your temples calm and massaged, and make sure there's no tension. Often the eyes and if you have nose issues like sinus trouble, it affects your hairline. So stress settles in your temples and settles in your hairline. And so therefore it makes the hairline a lot more sensitive to break. Breaking from stress is hard to detect. That's why I'm trying to explain to you how the scalp reacts, because the scalp does have a relationship with the hairline as well as the rest of the hair. But it also has certain things you can do for the scalp that will help the hairline. So let's get into that. Let's talk about that, because you want to brush the hairline, section it off like I did, and then you want to literally just brush forward, backward, and just do that twice a day. You should be brushing twice a day anyway. So brushing your hairline in this manner when you brush is just a good way to do that, and it helps stimulate. The hairline is approximately 2 inches wide, depending on your, deepness of your hair around your face. You want to brush before your ears, your sideburns as they call it. You want to get all of the hairline all the way around and back of the ear. Okay, so you want to brush thoroughly, and you want to add more conditioning there. So brushing is good. Okay, massaging, it's good. Make sure I mark this off. I'm trying not to repeat myself too much, so I have a little outline here. So excuse me for looking down at my outline, but I want to make sure that we cover things. Washing the hairline. We want to get all that gel out, however, and hairspray or whatever is on there. But we also want to gently rub the hairline. We don't want to just rub it all hard and be rough with it. So pat the hairline. Gently wash it clean. Okay? Usually doesn't take as much soap to wash a hairline because the hairline is thin. So we don't want to oversaturate it with shampoo, and you don't want to not rinse well. So make sure the hairline is rinsed very well, and make sure that the shampooing is done gently. Okay? Good deal. We talked about conditioning the hairline. Conditioning the hairline is really easy because it's just about rubbing conditioner all through the hairline. So you would take your conditioner and you would just apply it here. Not that you wouldn't do it here. It's just that you'd have to, really, I would section it out and then just take out time to rub and to put your moisturizer rebuilder in there. And then as you rub it and massage the hairline and get that hairline all conditioned, then wait a little bit and see how the hairline absorbs it. You'll usually find that the hairline will absorb a lot of product, considering that it's just little hair or a little section of hair, but it still absorbs a lot of product. And not everyone's hairline, of course, if you receive breakage, it's not going to be as long. So we're not talking about product that's way out here. We're talking about product that's close to the scalp. And of course, definitely put product out here. I don't mean you ignore it. I'm just saying that we want to make sure that we keep enough product close to the scalp when it comes to your hairline. Now, when it comes to the rest of your scalp, maybe less product is needed closer closer to the scalp, because the scalp is still receiving or giving nutrition to the hair until it's about 3 inches. So you might find that the bulky part of your hair may not need that much conditioning, but the hairline, remember, is thin, is more visible to the outer layer, more visible to the sun, more visible to dirt, minute dirt. But, gas particles, let's face it, pollution does live. It is alive. So we just want to make sure that we're respecting that hairline so that we're taking good care of it. So if you are suffering from hairline loss, then start doing these things immediately. Mini conditioners. Mini conditioners is similar to using conditioners. And so what happens is, when I say mini conditioners, similar to using conditioners, yes, because you know how you go in and you will condition all of your hair. Hopefully you'll be deep conditioning at least twice a month. But the hairline, it needs to have a little bit more. So you might want to warm the product up. That's considered more of a mini conditioner, because the warmer the product, the deeper it's going to penetrate the hair shaft. And remember, when we're going to be talking about the scalp and then the hair. And so one of the things we're going to be bringing up is that your hair absorbs the conditioner and its cuticle layers. So you have a lot of cuticle layers to one strand. So when you apply conditioner and it's warm, it will penetrate more of those layers of the cuticle. So it's a deeper conditioner. It's considered a mini conditioner. Another thing you can do is use a little bit of water, filtered water in a spray bottle. You can spray the hairline down and then, of course, apply your conditioner. Water helps push in the conditioner, and that helps it hold better, helps fight against the environment, fight against the sun. So this is good for your hairline to protect it from the sun, because it's going to go through your hairline a lot faster, the sun. It's just going to go, sun will deteriorate color in curtains through windows. So you can imagine what it can do to a hairline that's thin and doesn't have any sun protection. So we want to do mini conditioners. The other thing we want to do is not wash it too often. We talked about shampooing and doing it gently, but here again, your natural oils are less around your hairline because of the thinness. So if that's true, then of course, washing too often will be a pain. It will strip away the protective moisture you have in that hairline. It will strip away or causing it to be more brittle, because it'll strip away more moisture. So we want to not wash too often. And we definitely want to keep up the brushing and the massaging on the hairline. And then, of course, a little natural oils really help. So when you brush, you're pulling those natural oils out. And if you like a little oil, like your rosemary oil, or that's what they're using. Oh, there's my cat. That's what they're using on hair now. You see a lot of oils being conditioned, saying, oh, just run your hair if you have a little oil in it. Well, that's so it'll hold its moisturizing environment. So if you want to put a little oil, I know you mentioned that in your emails, just not heavy and not near the scalp. You want to keep that oil on the longer part of the hairline. If the hairline is not that long, then I would say rub it in lightly, okay? The other thing is blow drying the hairline. If you can blow dry your hairline, a lot easier is to just blow dry it lightly, even leaving it a little damp. Yeah, I know. Leaving it a little damp so that the hairline remains to dry on its own. Don't let it just dry out with the blow dryer till it's crisp, because it will dry out faster than the rest of the hair. So when you're brushing your hair with the blow dryer, I want you to hold it far away. Don't have it this close to your hairline. Have it like this, okay? And that way you'll still get some drying effect. You'll make it a dry damp. That'll be healthy for your hairline, and it'll leave some moisture in it. So I hope today has been informative for you. Thank you for your emails to ditahair911@gmail.com. I really appreciate it. I hope that you will visit my Facebook, Dita Damaged Hair. I really leave some information there, and you even see some healing advice, and you see me talk with clients. And it's just really nice to be able to have some more information than what we have here on the channel. So I really appreciate you coming, and I really appreciate you staying. I hope that this has helped you, and I hope that you can get a better hairline. I understand, and I'm sorry about your hairline loss. It is hard to stay focused when your hairline is no longer there or not as long as you want it to be. Just remember, if you keep up your hair wellness techniques, that hairline has a better chance of returning than it does if you were to not acknowledge the health of it. So remember the healthy little notes about how to take care of your hairline. I definitely will talk about this in more detail because we haven't covered all of the information on the hairline, but I wanted to cover the basics, the most important part, okay? So thank you again. I really appreciate you, and I really, really hope your hairline gets better. Let me know and keep me posted on your recovery and your journey of hair wellness. I want to be involved. I want to support you in any way that I can and help you have knowledge along your way and know that you can get back to healthy hair or hair wellness. I keep using that word healthy because it's just such a common word that we just go healthy. And then people go, well, I don't know what healthy hair is anymore. I really don't. So I try to stay with hair wellness. So I'll always be saying that and then correcting myself because I don't like using it. Hair wellness is important to get it understood, that hair wellness is giving understanding to how your hair is damaged, what is damaged from. Every damage is different, and every damage is personal. So it's you and your journey of how you got into damaged hair is how it's going to get you out of damaged hair. So putting products in their right perspective, having understanding of basic knowledge, and then you can say to yourself, I love my hair and I love it naturally. I don't want to alter it. I'm okay with the way it is because I'm enjoying the wellness of it. All right. Thank you so much. Please leave a comment. So go have a good hair day. Thank you.